Today I have come up with a list of the top 5 best mug heat press machines 2022 on Amazon in the market that are worth buying. So let's get started. Number 5. Cricut press is a little out of your reach budget-wise. Other manufacturers have taken note of their design and come out with their own versions. The BIZK automatic mug heat press has a similar compact, rounded design and plastic casing that protects your hands from the heated elements, but with a few key differences. Unlike the Cricut system, which has a beginner-friendly 1 temperature setting and single timer setting, this BIZK press lets you choose between 5 different temperature settings and 5 timer settings. The temperatures range from 356 degrees Fahrenheit up to 392 degrees Fahrenheit. I love my Cricut model because I don't have to mess with this intend to use Cricut infusible products, but I can fully understand wanting to have more control over your temperature if you're using different brand sheets or printing your own sublimation images, and so would want to match your temperature to what your ink requires. The timer has 5 options from 60 seconds to 100 seconds, and I really just don't think 100 seconds is long enough. The average press time of the Cricut, according to their website, is 6 minutes, though the machine will adjust depending on how quickly the mug gets up to temp. Compared to that, a high setting of under 2 minutes seems low to me. Unlike most mug heat presses that require some physical strength to push down on a lever to close the press, I really like that this design is automatic. It senses when the mug has been placed into the press and automatically closes around the mug. This does take away some of your ability to get the mug's placement just right before starting the press, but for many, that's a good trade-off for not having to deal with the lever. It has a 1-button interface, which is usually a good thing, but when you need to select the temperature and timer using a single button, it can be annoying and finicky to hold the button down for a specific number of seconds to select temps and different length of time to select timers. I've personally gotten spoiled for that, but again, depending on your priorities, this might be the best of both worlds for you. Number 4. For casual users who only need a press for a specific project or event and don't want to invest in a bulky machine, go for this BIZK portable mug heat press. It has a simple, clamshell design, similar to some hot stone massage heaters, to surround the mug with even heat on all sides. You can adjust the pressure and size fit manually by tightening or loosening the large bolt on the side. Just be sure to size your mug and make adjustments before turning the heat on so the press is the right tightness when it comes time to print. I love that this open-end design allows the press to work with longer skinny tumblers as well as coffee mugs up to 13 ounces, but the heating elements won't fully cover a tall tumbler. There are 3 temperature settings as well as 2 timer settings to choose from. There are only 2 buttons, one for power and to select the heat and the other to select the timer. That keeps it nice and unintimidating for people who are looking to keep this beginner-friendly. All that said, this is certainly not the model for people looking to work professionally, looking to turn out a lot of volume, or someone who wants the highest, most pristine end result. This certainly gets the job done and is a good choice for people who have limited printing needs or are looking to see if they enjoy the process before investing in a higher quality machine. Number 3. Those businesses looking for a professional mug heat press for sublimating tumblers and ceramic cups, the PiedLife machine is a bargain. Unlike the Cricut mug press designed for home use due to limited options, the PiedLife mug printing machine would enable you to work on a variety of projects. For example, you can print on 20 ounces and 30 ounces tumblers. A great feature of this device is that you can sublimate designs on 2 11 ounces and 15 ounces ceramic mugs at a time. There are 2 versions of the PiedLife device. The newer one has an inbuilt sensor and display for regulating the temperature and time. The older version has a separate unit attached to the machine with a cord. You can set the max temperature to 464 and the max time to 999 seconds. Both Fahrenheit and Celsius temperature control metrics are available. The instructions that also come in the pack are informative. But be very careful. There might be issues with the timer. Number 2. This tool by Cricut is perhaps the easiest compact mug press machine on this list. With just one power button and no other customization options, it's a foolproof system that takes care of every aspect of mug printing for you. from heat and pressure settings to room temperature detection to consistent heat transfer. The Cricut mug press works on the principle of sublimation via heat transfer. It has a cavity on one side where you place a blank mug covered with the design of your choice. Then you toggle the clamp and let the machine work its magic. There is absolutely nothing you have to do, and within 6 minutes your mug will be sublimated. Why it comes highly recommended for crafters and DIYers is that there is no need to adjust settings or worry about smudging or fading. Just use Cricut's recommended materials, cut the desired design, and you are done. The inability to change the settings itself is a boon for us. In all the other tools we have reviewed above, it's up to you to decide the temperature and the pressure. And in most cases, it's a hit or miss. Not when you use the Cricut mug press. Of course, it's not priced competitively, only works with certain sublimation-ready mugs, and requires Cricut's own infusible ink sheets. But for the convenience it provides, the price tag is totally worth it. However, we should also mention that to use the mug press, you have to buy some more craft tools that can cost you extra. Number 1. Supermay Vacuum Heat Press has a completely different take on the heat press process than we've seen so far. Sublimation printing requires heat and a strong seal between the blank and your sublimation ink. Most machines achieve this by adding manual or pneumatic pressure to press the image tightly against the mug, but this one uses a vacuum instead. Removing all the air from the heating chamber effectively removes anything that could be between the blank and the ink. The sublimation ink image is held in place by rubber clamps to get it started, and the set includes 3 11-ounce clamps, 3 tapered 12-ounce clamps, and 3 15-ounce clamps. This gives you tons more freedom in shape, size, and quantity. This machine is built to print up to 12 mugs at the same time. It can also print nearly anything that fits into the box, like t-shirts, pillowcases, coasters, and plates. Dual heating plates on the top and bottom of the chamber help to distribute heat evenly. It may sound complicated compared to just squeezing the mug like others, but the whole thing is automatic. All you need to do is set a temperature and a time, and the vacuum kicks on and releases the vacuum when it's done. This vacuum technology is the same process used in autoclave sterilizers to prevent air from getting between the object and the sterilizing heat. Screenprinting.com breaks down the pros and cons of vacuum printing versus compression, pressure, printing. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please don't forget to like, comments, and be sure to subscribe to get more reviews. Hope to see you guys in the next video.